Okay, good morning, ma. Welcome to the class. Now, welcome to the class. This is Gayatri. Now we are going to discuss about plant tissue culture medium. In our earlier classes, we have completed our animal tissue culture concepts as well as the introductory class of plant tissue culture. What are the essential needs to construct or to establish a plant tissue culture lab? We have already discussed a lot of concepts. Now we are going to discuss about plant tissue culture medium. What is medium is providing of a nutritional complexes or nutritional supplements for the proper growth and development and preparing whatever you want, what you are expecting from your tissue culture. So for that purpose, we are providing a certain nutritional supplements for the growth and development of tissue and all. Okay, see, media is used in plant tissue culture contains nutritional components. Nutritional components are essential for growth and development of the culture. The success of tissue culture depends upon very much on the type of the culture media used. Already, I just discussed with you. Depends upon the medium composition. There is a culture. There is a health of culture depends. Okay. See, then each plant tissue culture medium must contain the following essential components to support in vitro plant growth. In vitro means in laboratory or in test tube. In vivo means in animal cell or living organism is called in vivo. In vitro means in test tube or in laboratory. If you cultivate or if you develop, that is called in vitro. These are following macronutrients we need for the proper growth and development. Iron, vitamins and all, they are macronutrients. Micronutrients. Macronutrients is carbon sources, organic nitrogen and all are the macronutrients. Plant growth regulators also we use for the proper growth and development of a tissue. Then these are nutrients we are provided. We need to provide for the proper development of the plant tissue culture. That is organic nutrients and inorganic nutrients. Inorganic nutrients are macronutrients and micronutrients. Organic nutrients are vitamins, hexitols, amino acids and carbohydrates. These all are we need to provide for the proper growth and development of the plant tissue culture. And then see, these are about micronutrients. Micronutrients are need of macronutrients is higher than micronutrients. Okay, this is about macronutrients. Macronutrients means we provide them in huge amounts. Micronutrients means we provide in minute quantity. Okay, see, these are macronutrients. Need of macronutrients is higher. It is present in millimolar quantities more than 30 ppm per 1 mg per liter. Then macronutrients provide both ions and cations for the plant cell. And macronutrients are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, magnesium and calcium. Macronutrients have structural and functional role in protein synthesis, cell wall synthesis, enzyme cofactors and membrane integrity. These are all the uses of macronutrients. Why we need to provide macronutrients means these all are the reasons behind providing macronutrients to the plant tissue culture medium. And then coming to nitrogen, what is the important role in nitrogen means in organic form used as amino acid, different organic acids and casein hydrolysate in inorganic form used as a nitrate or ammonia. Nitrate is a major component of all plant tissue culture media because for the proper synthesis of the amino acids and for protection of the plant cell wall and all, we need to provide nitrogen. Nitrogen helps to synthesis complex organic compounds. And then potassium. Potassium is present in high concentrations in the cytoplasm and in chloroplasts. Potassium is essential for maintaining the ion balancing activation of many enzymes, maintaining osmotic pressure and osmotic regulation of the cell. If there is no potassium, the cytoplasm of the cell will come out. It will get outflow. So there is no proper rigidity and there is no proper structural constancy in the cell. Due to the potassium ionic balance, we can maintain the cell constancy. Then coming to calcium, calcium functions with different enzymes as cofactors and bound to the cell wall and cell membrane. It gives strength to cell wall. It helps in the regulation of the cell membrane structure. See here, if there is a cell wall or cell membrane, then only the stability of the cell takes place. Otherwise, the liquid content of the cell will flow out, or there is no proper structure and proper shape for the cell. Deficiency causes disintegration of the membrane and shoot tip necrosis. Necrosis means cell damage, cell death takes place if calcium provision is not sufficient in the culture medium. Then important in cell and root multiplication. It is very important in the cells and root multiplication. If you observe the tissue culture medium, rooting medium, you find out the highly thick white color roots. Roots you can find out. Okay, that is due to the chloride and calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate. Then phosphorus. Phosphorus is also very important component. It is also an essential component for the DNA and RNA. Deficiency may cause delayed okay. Deficiency may cause delayed growth. Okay, growth may be retarded if you are not provide the proper quantity of the phosphorus in the medium. Supplied as sodium hydrogen and phosphate or potassium hydrogen phosphate. In the form of sodium and potassium phosphate, you provide to your medium. Then coming to magnesium, essential for enzymatic reactions, energy metabolism, ATP synthesis,
Madam,
supplied as
Madam,
magnesium
screen is not
sulfate.
visible, Madam.
So you were not getting screen. I'll share
Yes, ma'am.
again. Magnesium. Coming to magnesium, it is essential for enzymatic reactions, energy metabolism in the ATP synthesis, supplied as a magnesium sulfate. Okay, you purchase the magnesium in the form of magnesium sulfate. You add to your medium also in the form of magnesium sulfate. Then coming to sulfur, important substance. Deficiency of sulfur inhibits protein synthesis and decreases chlorophyll in leaves, supplied as a magnesium sulfate and potassium sulfate. In the both forms, you can use in the your medium. Then about micronutrients. Up to now, we have discussed about macronutrients. Now, we are going to discuss about micronutrients in our next class. We will continue about these micronutrients in our next class. Okay, students? Please wait for a few seconds, ma.